Hi everyone. So as I promised, I'm here to do part two of how I modified my Sizzle Touch drop clutch. It's a tongue twister. I bought this online and it looks like this here, if you want to see. I wanted to find a really good clutch that had this adjuster. You can tweak the sensitivity of it really good. And so that's why I bought it. Most clutches or most standard clutches that have a manual is a pretty easy swap out, but this wasn't, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So basically a standard one, you adjust it to how you want it. So as new drummers or maybe older drummers know, or maybe you don't know at all, a clutch is used to maneuver back and forth if you're playing double bass or doing something with your other foot. It's an easy way just to shut it down and then lift it back up without having that noise of two cymbals sometimes. So if we take this apart, this is, by the way, the Roland VH double trigger electronic drum hats. And it also comes with a secondary clutch. And this is why the technology is so great. And I'll explain why we had to do the modifications. So I'm gonna take this top part off, the standard one, as you can see. So do it by hand. Put it on. So we'll take the secondary trigger off the line. And this is basically what happened is you can't swap out a VH-10 hi-hat because you need the bottom stopper, and I'll show you the inner stopper, and you will need this adjuster and the rubber washer that comes with the VH. Like, this is not what you have to do with the Tama clutch. It's just for this electronic drum hat, you know what I'm saying? So when we look at this, put these sticks away for a second. When we look at this, this is the top stopper and the bottom stopper with a spring inside. And this V stopper, it matches the cymbal inside. It also has a V shape inside here. So you have to keep this together or else this clutch will not work. It has to correspond to this piece right here. Okay? So I could have returned it, but I didn't. So here's the little problem we had. This outer screw part is larger than the thread on this one right here. So that's why I was hesitant to return it. So what I did was I used a Healy coil. Now a Healy coil, you'll have to go to, it's kind of rare to get, but you could go to a local parts store or whatnot. And it basically looks like this here. 7/16. Whoops, that one went. All right, we'll get another one here. It looks like this here. And it has a little nib on it, so you can use the tool. So I went ahead and did mine because you got to use a glue. It's not really a glue, sorry. It's called Loctite. And what this does is it keeps the heli coil inside and firm so it doesn't move. So the process of this is you basically need an adjustable wrench. And when you go to get your Healy coil, they will show you the tap that you got to use for this. So basically you take, I'll show you mine, but I can't go all the way through. You take your tapping unit and you slowly thread it by hand. And what you do is you turn the thread all the way through till it gets to the other side. and you bring it back and forward till you have a clean 7/16 thread. Then this is the helicoil tool that you use, and basically you go with the little nib that comes with it inward, and you use the tool, and you want to bring your adjuster down to here so it's a firm. Put a little bit of glue at the top, and you slowly turn the helicoil right to the top of the clutch. And it looks something like this. Goes right to the top. So what that does, it's reduced the thread, so I could use it now because I have this thread corresponding inside. So we go back to the hi-hat, make sure the V groove matches, put your washer back on and the adjuster. Make sure you put it on straight. Okay. We take our new Tama clutch. We slowly turn this in. It's a little tricky. Sorry about the weight, but this is what you want to do. We got to do this, right? You take your Allen key here. It's a little tiny Allen key right here. I think it's about 3 mils or so. Take this right here, tighten it up. You know, it's firm. Now, just a reminder, when you bring the coil all the way to the top, you could take a small your pliers or something, and you just loosen the little nib and it comes off. Okay? There we have it. Let's bring this back to the position we want it. Okay, here we go. Then send this through. Oops. Make sure it goes through all the way. Maneuver all your symbols. Okay, so there we have it. Now, once this is, so there you have your clutches on right now. You have to do some adjusting to how you play, but let's put this back in. Okay, don't lose your adjuster. See, this guy wants to go already. Just a little screw that adjusts it. Okay, here we go. So, release. Give it some more room to release. Just a little couple adjustments. So you can release the set screw so the spring goes up. Okay. Set. Lift. So there it's lifting, right? So we go back to playing. Release. Then you go back to the normal hat. Now you don't have that clinging sound, right? Lift. And there you have it. So that's what I did to modify my sizzle clutch to work on the VH-10 electronic hats. Thank you so much. Take care.